you've published some articles in some journals about the role of dark humour in life as a paramedic. Can you tell us a bit more about why you chose to do that?
Yeah, well, something I noticed throughout early on in my career, but also throughout the whole time, is dark humour is everywhere. And I sort of transitioned or take that thought into the work life, where dark humour is where it's everywhere. It's like, oh, you shouldn't say that. But when you go into the psychology of why, it's especially on road, it's the coping mechanism, the universal way that people get through the grief moment or the shock of what they've just experienced, because they have to process that. And it's a way that people can process, and people do it differently. Like, my personality is way different to yours, and so forth. And the things that you find funny, I won't really laugh at, maybe. But the things that I find hilarious, you might find offensive or shocking, you know. But when you bring the culture of people into one place, under one roof, on road, we're dealing with the same kind of things. And so that characteristics of dark humour is real, and it's everywhere. And I approached it on the concept of, well, who should learn that, and should they learn that? Because students, first time on road, they're coming out of a nice, you know, sheltered home, 19-year-old, fresh at uni, you know, never seen, I don't know, the dark door or anything. And next thing you know, they've been thrown into this massive car accident, bodies, blood and guts everywhere. And then people cracking jokes about, I don't know, whatever it is. And they go, did I just hear that? Mm-hmm. But once you take a look inside from the other side, now we're taking a look from paramedics' perspective, not the patient's perspective. When some of us is downright nasty, but it's the way that people can manage what they've just dealt with. That they have to cope with that now. They have to process. They have to put it behind them for the next job. So one way that they use that to compartmentalize is make a crack, have a laugh, have a bit of relief, comic relief at someone's expense, because that's the definition of dark humour, laughing at someone's expense, and then move on. And it's not that they mean any one single word of it, but it's a way to get them through the moment. Now, whether or not the viewer agrees with this mentality, it doesn't matter, because that's how it happens. It's a vital aspect of helping someone debrief that keeps them on road for the next 20 years. In some cases, it's not every case, you know, but in the extreme cases, I have found that it's a way to get through not just the day, but the job and the career. So this article is basically addressing all of that, the psychology and theory behind it, I guess, because it's an academic article, but also introducing the concept of, should students learn that, or should they learn it, and then how are we going to teach that to them in an appropriate and professional manner? Because the concept of professional black humour is the ultimate oxymoron in the universe, but it happens.